So I'm going to record this and so I can post it to my YouTube as well. And I am so excited. So bunch of new products were released by doTERRA last week, and I was at convention when that happened, and then there was products falling from the sky and little parachutes and like mystery packages opened. It was so fun. It was amazing. It was so fun. Anyways, okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go through what they shared with us and kind of how I experienced them. Okay. And I've tried all but one so far, which is the real jasmine. Now, this is the only jasmine essential oil. All the others are absolutes. Okay. All the others jasmines out there are absolutes. They are distilled. They are gotten in a different way than this. This is a more complete profile of the jasmine flower and more like walking through a field of jasmine flowers. Yeah, much more fresh and things. At least that's what's described to me. We'll see. We're gonna find out. Okay, so let me just get my notes here. Okay, so the first ones that were released, and I want to say, oh, we got some focus issues going. All right, so just real briefly on essential oils. Essential oils, there's three cool things about essential oils. They're safer, more effective, and less expensive than a lot of the over-the-counter and medications and stuff like that you're going to find. They are safer because our bodies know what to do with them. Okay, our bodies know what to do with them, know how to metabolize them, and have a lot of less risk. There's like hundreds of thousands of deaths every year from properly taken prescribed medications. Let me say that. Properly taken prescribed medications, hundreds of thousands of deaths every year. Okay, so just let that sink in. There's no deaths from essential oil. Okay. All right, so just to get that out of the way. And then with that, they are super potent. And with doTERRA's quality, it's a whole other level. So doTERRA, since there's no standardization in the industry, doTERRA and every company has to set their own standards. Those doTERRA standards, we call it certified pure tested grade. We are the most tested essential oils in the whole world. We are the only company that does clinical trials for their oils. So we're not only proving their purity, but we are proving their effectiveness as well in peer-reviewed like medical journals and stuff like that. Nobody else is doing this. Nobody's even attempting this. Okay, guys. So that's just kind of the difference. The more effective aspect, just one aspect of it is because they're able to go in the cells and also be obviously outside the cells as well. So they can affect all different types of the cells, and their cells know what to do with them. And yeah, so, I might have a cold or whatever, and I'll use some OnGuard under my tongue or something like that. And it can help. Like some of those things that it's like, oh, you're just going to have to sleep it off, drink lots of water and sleep it off. Well, actually, I have other tools that can support my body for that as well, to help my body heal. And then the whole less expensive thing, those couple of drops could save me from a doctor's appointment. Those couple of drops could then also, if I, if I got better, wouldn't have to go to the doctor, might not need a prescription, things like that. Okay. So then it's less expensive. And then those are the three cool things about essential oils: safer, more effective, less expensive. And then there's really three basic ways to use them, and they're very simple. So if you're wanting an emotional benefit or a respiratory benefit, you want to breathe them in, because the nose is directly connected to the limbic brain that controls mood, emotion, heart rate, blood pressure, all that sort of thing. Okay. And And then obviously breathing them in for the respiratory system because you have direct access to the respiratory system. So emotional effect or respiratory effect, you're going to breathe them in. Okay. If you have a specific area of concern, like I was picking at my face, yeah, it's my own little struggle here. I should probably wash my face more. Anyways, like a sit here and putting some Melaleuca directly on it, like the Melaleuca alternifolio, tea tree essential oil, putting it right on there and some different areas of concern. So if there's a specific area of concern, you apply it topically and always dilute at first when you're getting used to essential oils to know what you can. And it also makes them last longer. All right. Dilute with fractionated coconut oil. The main concern is skin sensitivity. So if you know you're skin sensitive, then make sure you dilute even more. All right. I coach all my people on that. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And then so if you have a specific area, you can apply closest to that area, not in your eyes, not in your ears. Okay. Not those type of places. Now, if you want a more systemic full body effect, you're going to take them internally. Okay. So that's kind of the basics of essential oils. So doTERRA's really are the only ones I would ever even think to recommend taking internally because again, most tested, most proven. All right. And if you're ever wondering like, okay, is this one safe to be taken internally? For instance, so if they're safe to be taken internally, you'll actually notice on the back, you can't read this, but it says supplement facts, just like any other thing. We follow FDA regulations regarding labeling. So if it is safe to take internally, you'll see the supplement facts on there. But if it's not intended to take internally, like one of our new guys here, you won't see those supplement facts on there. You'll just see like diffuse aromatically or apply topically to the skin. Okay. Okay, let's jump in. So the first one that we got, the first new oil, was in 3 different delivery systems, and it is called Super Mint. And we have it in a 15 mil, 15 mil, a 10 mil roller. So this is already diluted in fractionated coconut oil, so you can apply topically, and the beadlets as well. So if you like the peppermint beadlets, you're going to love this even more. All right. So with this Super Mint, this is a really good, so when I went for my run, I would apply it to the chest or maybe those lung pressure points, those lung meridian points. All right. And it helps to open up the airways. All right. And so the Super Mint is a blend of, I think it was 3 different. I'm gonna look back here and see if it has it. And the convention kit came with a little booklet that was really nice. Oh, it doesn't say which one is in there. I know one was like the Japanese peppermint, the normal peppermint, and another mint. You might think, okay, why are we doing all these mints together? We're actually trying to raise the average of the menthol. This is like super menthol. All right. So super opening, super cooling. So very, very, very cooling, more than just straight peppermint. And so why are we doing this? So we can keep the chemical profile the same. Why would we want to do that? Well, if the chemical profile is the same, then you're going to have the same effect time and time and time again. Why would we really want that? Well, I mean, that's kind of obvious why we really want that. So for our own personal uses, but the additional part of that is our commitment to science, our commitment to moving the research forward. All right. So moving the research forward with the effectiveness of essential oils, actually human studies and things of the effectiveness of essential oils with different things. You cannot do proper studies if you don't have a continuous product, a continuous, consistent product. And doTERRA does that. Nobody else has the infrastructure to do so. Nobody. Okay, so those are the 3 This kept me awake on my drive home, the little Supermint beadlets. I was diffusing the Supermint as well in my car on the way, use this on my run. So far, I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll do the beadlets instead of I usually do a breathe drop in my mouth when I run. And I might stick with the breathe drop because it's more of a delayed response. But I did like it on my chest. Okay, moving forward. This next one, it's Guac Wood. So the Guac Wood, I never smelled anything like this. I really have not. So Guac Wood, if you guys can see that. Okay. Now I could literally teach like a whole class on this because it's so cool. So this Guac Wood, it's sourced in a completely sustainable way. And it's, let's see. Okay, so, and when I say completely sustainable, and this is, oh goodness, where is it from? Paraguay. So, okay, so it's sourced in Paraguay. All other guaiac wood is actually been endangered, like except for this species, but it's so hard to get to that nobody harvests it. So all other guaiac wood out there is either fake, it's totally just made in a lab, or it's been sourced unethically. Okay, but not doTERRA's, of course. So we're working with the people there in Paraguay, and it's a lot of these farmers that have these trees, just to be able to survive, they're having to just clear cut things to make room for food for like livestock and stuff like that, because we're crazy about our meat consumption. We really should work on that because meat consumption is not good for your health. If you do any sort of research, there's plenty of research to show that a plant-based diet is so much more healthy. Okay, so that's one of the things that I'm working for, at least improving, just upping my plants and lowering my animal product intake. Okay, you don't have to go crazy with it, just upping your plants, lowering your animal intake, it's gonna have an effect, period. Okay, so again, sustainably sourced. And when I say sustainably sourced, I mean there's 2 trees per acre harvest every 2 years. So they're just thinning out the forest. It's actually good for the forest, how they're harvesting this. And it took a long time. This is really, really hard wood. It took a really long time for them to figure out how to get the essential oil out of it properly. And it's really cool when you cut it down. At first, when it starts to oxidize, the stump of the tree turns blue, this beautiful blue. It's gorgeous. I'll post some pictures when I get some. Okay, and so the smell of it, I mean, yes, there's a little bit of woody smell, but it's almost like a campfire. It has like a smoky smell to it already, almost like a smoked paprika. And I was really hoping that this was one that could take internally. I would love to cook with this, to be honest, like that paprika type of thing, but it is not intended for internal use. It soothes minor skin irritations, provides a grounding, calming, and tranquil aroma, promotes an atmosphere that's helpful during meditation. Now, this is one that a lot of people, like, I don't really want to have that just that by itself, that smell. But when you pair it with something else, it's just like mind-blowing. I did that with some of the Supermint on my wrist, and it was like, wow. Okay, so that's the guaiac wood. Okay, let's go. Let's see the next one. Oh, guaiac wood sinks in water too. It's that dense. It sinks in water. Okay, so the next one is Spanish sage. Yes, we finally have a sage. People are so excited. Oh, that's eucalyptus. Sorry. We have Spanish sage. So this sage here, it's been a long time coming, this Spanish sage. And so it's called the salvation plant. And so this is, I mean, it's a wonderful sage smell. Like, and with this sage, this one is not available. It won't be available for purchase until March. Okay, so if you missed out and you really want some Spanish sage from doTERRA, because, you know, quality and all that, let me know. I might be able to find a way to get you some. There's been some hints on how we might be able to get some. Anyways, so promotes a positive atmosphere that may be conducive to better focus and concentration, supports a calm mind and a sense of alertness when taken internally. So honestly, I might add this to my diffuser. Tomorrow, my students are taking a test. And so just to add that level of concentration, the moon's in Leo. And so they might be a little wired. So maybe some Spanish sage will help with some concentration. I'll have to try that. Okay. Okay. Now, eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is the next one. Now you might say, Lisa, we have eucalyptus already. And yeah, you're right. You're right. And it's a eucalyptus. Oh goodness, I don't remember the technical species name at the top of my head. I could find it over yonder to tell you. But anyways, this is a blend of multiple species. Why do we want that? Why do we care, right? Remember with the supermint, having that consistent chemical profile. With that consistent chemical profile, we're going to have consistent effectiveness, right? Consistent results. And then with consistent results, again, we can do studies and further that science. Nobody else is doing this, right? Nobody else is doing this. So this eucalyptus, and they blended it like this, so it had higher levels of 1/8 cineol content, 70 to 89% 1/8 cineol content. That is awesome. Okay. And also when you have these multiple species, then it's more sustainably sourced, and yeah, it's pretty wonderful. And so we were recommended put a couple drops in the bottom of your shower every morning and just open up those airways and get that energy flowing. And it has been, and I've been doing that, and it's been great. I had to go get this out of my shower this evening to come do this. Okay. OnGuard hand sanitizer. So we had the OnGuard hand sanitizer. You might say, oh, Lisa, we already have OnGuard hand sanitizer. Not in the gel, though. It's the hand sanitizing gel. Now you might go, oh, not another hand sanitizing gel. It's so sticky. It smells so much. It leaves my hands all dry. Not this stuff. Okay. Not this stuff. This is, it's really actually very delightful. It rubs in very easily, and it has some sort of apple extract, I think it was, that helps to moisturize. And so yeah, so same effectiveness, that 99.9%, because it does have the right alcohol levels in there to be a hand sanitizer, 70%. All right. And it's great. I actually forgot to bring it with me. I need to put it in my case. There, actually, I have my little bag that I'm bringing to school these days. I just randomly. So put that in there. I'm gonna get that Spanish sage in there as well to make sure I bring it tomorrow. Okay. Metapower. All right, so this is our answer to the metabolic health crisis in our world today. Now you might say, what's a metabolic health crisis? Well, when like 100, what is it, 500,000 people in the United States were studied. They found that less than 7% of people had optimal metabolic function. And so when we're talking metabolic function, we're not just talking about like weight or body composition. We're talking about energy, mood, sleep, clarity, stress. All of that is connected to your metabolism. So doTERRA now has an answer for the foundation of those different metabolic things. So the first foundation, of course, is nutrition. We have our lifelong vitality pack and stuff like that. But then we're going to address other aspects. So it's a 3-part system. We have the oil. This is a reformulation of Slim and Sassy. There's no longer Slim and Sassy. I'm not sure like how or when you're going to be able to get it still, or how long you're going to be able to get it, but it is Metapower, and you have it in the oil. And I've mentioned this before. So oil, soft gels, beadlets, and gum. Okay, this may help with the studies coming out so far is indicating that it may help with to stop maturing fat cells. All right, it does curb cravings. Let me just like, if it has the thingies in here. May support healthy metabolic function, helps curb hunger cravings, and promotes mindful eating, and may support halting the fat cell maturation. Okay, so lipid cell fat maturation. All right, so keeping those fat cells small. You don't want them to balloon up. All right, so that's the first step. Okay, so it's supporting those healthy habits, and that we're trying to do with in regards to our nutrition and movement and things like that. The next step is we want to help with our blood sugar. We want to help stabilize blood sugar, because as blood sugar spikes and things like that, it then spikes our insulin. And when insulin spikes, a lot of not great things happen. It tells us our body to stop burning fat and to actually store fat, which we don't want. And at times, it's an important aspect, right? We don't want to stop it completely, but we don't want it to happen when we don't want it to happen. And so if we can not have the spikes and kind of level it out, then we won't have that. So this Metapower Assist here helps with that. Okay, so the Metapower Assist. And so that, at least the studies so far are coming out. These are actual, there's human trials that we're running, and they're getting published and all of that. When we get those finally published, I'll review them for you and share with you my thoughts on it. I want to look at, what was their sample size? What was their, what were the different variables that they looked at and things like that. I'll break it down from a science standpoint and tell you what I think. I'm learning continuously on how to look at research. So I'm not just taking it at face value. But what I've seen so far, very, very hopeful in regards to supporting blood sugar levels that are already within healthy range. So really great. So you take this, the oil you take kind of throughout the day. All right. This you take with your most carb heavy meal. So you take one capsule with your carb heavy meal, so you don't get those spikes from the carbs. And then the last one is, last part of this is the Metapower Advantage. Okay, so different people like the different taste of this. I like it. I think it's citrusy. Some people, like my fiance was like, well, it tastes kind of citrusy, but it also kind of tastes like meat. So I thought that was interesting. It supports healthy metabolic age, 9 unique types of collagen tripeptides. Now, what's the significance of tripeptides? I could do a whole thing on just this one as well. Well, really on any of them. But so This has 70% tripeptides. If you're looking at a collagen supplement and it's not saying anything about tripeptides, it's not good quality. Because if it's not tripeptides, it hasn't been broken down into the usable pieces yet. And so then it just kind of gets to go to random places wherever your body like, oh, okay, we'll put it here. When it's broken down into specific tripeptides, these 9 different types, it goes to different areas of the body automatically. Like your body knows where to send it. It's like, take me there right away. I'm ready to go. Okay. And so we're talking skin, we're talking the digestive tract, we're talking joints, things like that. So people are seeing wonderful results pretty quick on this. And they're also noticing recovery time from exercise and things. I hadn't done a long run in a while, and I did a long run on Sunday because I have a half marathon coming up this Saturday. And I do not feel as prepared as I wish I was, but done is better than perfect, right? So I'm going to go for it. I'm still going to have a good time. It's going to be pretty brutal, but I'll be glad that I did it, right? And but I went on this run, and usually on my long runs, like I'm pretty beat afterwards. And the next day even, I'm pretty sore. And so I was really expecting to feel very sore Monday and then even into today. I had taken one of these in the morning beforehand, but then I took another one afterwards just to kind of double down. And I was not sore. Like I had a little tiny bit in my knee, like more in the front of my knee. But other than that, like, guys, I wasn't sore. It was kind of weird, to be honest. I was like, oh, maybe I didn't work that hard. No, I definitely worked hard. And I don't know, just saying, like, that's been my experience so far. And so I've been taking it. I haven't quite been taking it a week yet because I started on Thursday evening, but I'll be sharing my journey with you guys. And on October 8th, I'm going to be starting a 30-day challenge. So if you want to join my 30-day challenge on the Metapower system, I would love for you to join, because the Metapower system, these 3, the package of the Metapower Advantage, okay, the collagen with what's called NMN. I didn't even mention that part yet. So I'll just focus on one ingredient in there other than the collagen. NMN, look it up, NMN. It is some powerful, powerful stuff. It helps your body produce NAD, which is NAD+, which is an essential part for your body producing energy and your cells functioning. And NAD decreases by 50% by age 50, typically. Okay, it starts decreasing at 25. So your energy levels and things like that start decreasing at 25. And they are attributing it a lot because of these NAD levels. And so the NMN is showing that it can really increase those NAD+ levels. And yeah, so it could help with brain fog. It can help with performance. Like I'm really excited to try it and to hear other people's stories as they try it, because the stories I've heard so far from people that have tried it, had like a pre-thing, have just been really, really happy. So yeah, so if you want to be a part of that, let me know. Yeah, so it's the Advantage, the Assist, and then the 4 different types of the oil. 4 different delivery systems. Okay, soft gel, straight, beadlets, and gum. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so then also we have shampoo and conditioner bars. So I'm running a little long, guys. So finally, yay. So I think it was last year or last summer. Anyways, they came out, reformulated their shampoo and conditioner, and I've been loving it. But I know that doTERRA is super focused on like eco-friendly, and I'm like, why are we having bottles of shampoo still? And I'm seeing these shampoo bars and things like that. coming all over the place. And I'm like, doTERRA, you need to do this. I want to get it from you. Okay. And they did. And I love this. It talks about you open it up, and I've been using it for the past several days, and I've been loving it. Like, I've never used a shampoo conditioner bar before, and you can't really tell here because I just have my hair up, but it talks about it being sulfate free, paraben free, phthalate free, all hair types, nourishing formula, color safe, environmentally conscious, vegan friendly, cruelty free, sustainably sourced. All right. And the shampoo has rosemary and mint. Both of them have rosemary and mint. And this is a strengthening shampoo to cleanse the scalp and strengthen the hair. Ethically sourced, and then packaged with bio-based and recyclable materials. So it has like this one's one that's not, it has like a film on there, but this is actually plant. This is not plastic. All right. It replaces up to 2 8.5 ounce plastic bottles, and it saves 13.6 fluid ounces of water. And I love, like, you see it, all the stuff in there. And I love in there, it says, do more with less. I love that. Do more with less. So that's what that looks like. And it's really, it's beautiful. You can see the little doTERRA symbol that's kind of raised on there. So yeah. Okay, so there's that. I think we're almost there. Oh, and BT Dubs with the Advantage, 12 times more bioavailable than normal collagen. So even though this is like 3 grams of collagen, because it's tripeptides, it is 12 times more bioavailable. So it's like you're taking 36 grams of collagen in this little packet. Okay. Okay. All right. So now the jasmine. I've not opened this yet. I'm excited. I was going to open it with you guys. So I kind of had an emotional experience when the jasmine roller came out. I don't know if you remember the touch roller coming out, but we haven't, even the absolute, we didn't sell on its own. And we only have it in the thing. Okay, so here it is. Oh, so it's just a little guy. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. So this is a 2.5 ounce. So this, nope, like it took 25 years. The guy that finally figured out how to distill, steam distill jasmine essential oil, so you could have the full chemical profile there. It took him 25 years. 25 years of dedication. Everybody told him to give up. His wife was like, what are you doing? He was adorable. But this jasmine, oh, wow. Yeah, that's releasing some stuff for me, like emotionally, to be honest with you. I like, it's weird. I feel like I'm almost tearing up. Wow. That's beautiful. That's really powerful. And I can tell what they're talking about with, it's more bright than like the touch roller. And so this little guy, it is, wow, that's just so powerful. I can see myself like using that before sitting down for some like soul searching journaling or things like that. because I feel like it's just really connecting to my heart. Where is it in here? Where are you? Why isn't it in here? Oh, because it wasn't in the little kit. It was an add-on. Shoot. So jasmine, all florals are very heart opening as well. And it's great for the skin too. So you could use, and I mean, you would just need a drop in different DIY projects and stuff like that. That is all you would need. That's just, wow. I know it seems silly, but that nose is directly connected to that limbic brain. And so sometimes you smell things, and it's specifically in my left nostril, like both of my nostrils are open, but it's in, and I don't know exactly the like connection there, but it's in my left nostril that is like fired up almost. And then like almost it's like an emotional reaction. Anywho. Okay. So I think that's all of the products. Yeah, I think we covered everything. This was fun. I hope you learned some things. If you want to learn more, let me know and I can get you some more information. Also stay tuned. I'll be posting different information and whatnot. Also join me on my Instagram account, green.teacher.coach, and I'm sharing daily I call it drips and tips. Okay, so the drips of essential oils that I'm using, like my diffuser blends for the different when the moon goes into different signs and such. I have some different blends that I've created for that, and just some different health tips and thoughts of some things that I'm learning about myself and in my health journey. So join me there. I would love to see you. And if you'd like to, those of you that are not in my VIP group, VIP Healthy Habit group, and that is where we're going to be doing that 30-day challenge. If you're interested, drop me a line. And yeah, if you're in the Boise Treasure Valley area, I'm going to be hosting a thing at my place next Tuesday, and where I'm actually going to have the products out and you guys can try them, experience them, and I'll really kind of get people started on that, get people signed up for the 30-day challenge, give you more information on that. And yeah, so, and then in this challenge, it's not just about the supplements, it's about the 5 pillars of metabolic health. So I'm going to be talking about these a lot in all of my different lives, but it's foundation of nutrition, right? Nutrition, movement. Okay, we're not talking just exercise here. We're talking about movement, just having our body moving, for crying out the window. Stress management, developing relationships, connections within our relationships, and then also smart supplementation. As we use the smart supplementation, it actually doubles down on the other 4 areas. Okay, so all the work that you're doing for nutrition, movement, stress management, and healthy connections with in those relationships, the smart supplementation raises that up. Okay, and I want to, in our group over this 30-day challenge, I want to have some evidence of that. Evidence, data, my geek mind is just going crazy. So yeah, anywho, let me know if you'd like to be part of that. Let me know if you want to be one of my metabolic coaches. I have a pretty simple training that you can go through, and you're just supporting people on their journey. That's all it is. So if you would like to be a metabolic coach with me and help me on this 30-day challenge, I would love to have you, love to talk with you. And I hope you have a great evening. Take care. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. So, all right, guys, oil wisely and empower your wellness.